Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to a new video. In this video, I want to tell you a story which has a lot of lessons for those who take heed. This story is about the first Abbasi Khalifa, Abul Abbas as-Saffah. And he was known as the Saffah because he loved to spill blood. And he was known for his ferocity and his determination and so on. But today we will talk about a more delicate side to his story. Before he was the Khalifa, Abul Abbas, when he was a bachelor, a lady proposed to him, and she was a widow. Her name was Salama bint Yaqub al-Makhzumiyya al-Qurashiyya. And in fact, she was married multiple times before him. But it is said that she was extremely beautiful and intelligent. So Abul Abbas accepted her proposal and married her. And he fell deeply in love with her. And after that, Abul Abbas became the Khalifa. And this was a long and bloody struggle to attain power. A lot of people were killed and a lot of blood was spilled. But finally, Abul Abbas became the Khalifa, the first Abbasi Khalifa. And Salama was along with him all the way. And when he became the Khalifa, then he became busy with the matters of the state and so on. He did not think about women after this. He did not think about marrying another woman. And this was somewhat an exception because most of the Khulafa, they had multiple wives and concubines and so on. So he was an exception. Until one day a man named Khalid ibn Safwan entered upon him and he said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, I have some advice for you. You are the most powerful man in the nation. You are Abul Abbas and you are this and you are that. How could you restrict yourself to a single wife? Do you know what you're missing out on? And then he started describing different types of women. He said there is the tall woman, there is the fair woman, and there is the women from Medina, there are women from Yemen, and subhanallah, he started describing women and exaggerating and beautifying this matter to the Khalifa. The Khalifa listened to him. Then he said, Wayhak ya Khalid. What do you, Khalid? I have never heard anything more beautiful. A'id. Tell me again, repeat it. So Khalid continued and he exaggerated and he described different types of women. Anyhow, when Khalid was finished, he felt very happy because he wanted to make the Khalifa happy. Why is he doing this? Because if you make the Khalifa happy, you're going to get a big reward. So he is expecting this. So Khalid went back to his house expecting a big reward. And he was extremely delighted that he succeeded in impressing the Khalifa. Abul Abbas was sitting, thinking about this new idea that has come into his mind. And Salama entered upon him. And she immediately knew that something was amiss. So she asked him. And she kept asking him until he told her what happened. So then Salama went away and she called the strongest men she had and told them to go and beat Khalid severely, but don't kill him. So these men went to the house of Khalid and they knocked on the door, and Khalid the Miskeen, he came running because he thinks now this is the gift from the Khalifa. So he opened the door and they started hitting him and they beat him severely and they left him. And Khalid, he stays in his house afraid, not going out. But after a few days, a message comes from the Khalifa. The Khalifa is looking for you, O Khalid. And he thought, this is the end. He is going to be killed. But he went to the Khalifa afraid. The Khalifa said, "Where were you, O Khalid? You told me some things that were incredible. So I want to hear it again." So Khalid, he looked around the room and he saw a curtain and he heard someone move behind it. So Khalid understood the situation. So he said, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, I told you that the word durra means a co-wife. The word durra is taken from mudir, something harmful, because it is very harmful for a man to have two wives." The Khalifa said, "This is not what you told me." He said, "Yes, and also I told you, the man who has three wives, his life is like a boiling kettle." The Khalifa said, "By Allah, I know this is not what you told me." And Khalid said, "Allah, this is what I told you. And I told you the man with four wives, he is in a constant pain. And they will make him go grey. And they will make him old and sick and so on." Subhanallah. And he continued, trying to say that this is the worst idea ever. And he heard someone laugh from behind the curtain. Then he said, Banu Makhzum, the tribe of Makhzum, the tribe of Salama, they are the fragrance of the Quraysh. They are the best of the Quraysh. And you have their daughter. You have Salama. How could you even think about another woman? And then he heard someone call out from behind the curtain, "You have spoken the truth, O uncle. This is what you told the Khalifa before, but the Khalifa heard differently, and he invented words on your tongue." And Khalid, he was relieved and he went back home. And soon 10,000 dinars came as a gift from Salama, amongst other things. And this is how he escaped with his life. So we must take lessons from this wonderful story of Abu Abbas and Khalid and Salama. If you like these stories, please consider liking and subscribing. Please share this video with your friends. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.